The National Trust for Historic Preservation is out with its annual list of the most endangered historic places in America. Important sites at risk from weather, neglect, you name it.
The National Trust for Historic Preservation's most endangered list includes the Hotel Casablanca in Idlewild, Michigan, a haven for African Americans during segregation. The list isn't just old buildings, though, but also includes vulnerable communities like Cedar Key, Florida, and the French Broad and Swannanoa River corridors in western North Carolina. They were hard hit by Hurricane Helene last year.
The National Trust for Historic Preservation says the list raises awareness of historic sites in danger of being lost.
And today, we're sharing the story of the lost community of Terminal Island. They are the only remaining buildings from what the Japanese Americans once called Furusato, hometown. That's because the entire village, every other home and business, was destroyed by the U.S. government. But there is optimism that at least these two buildings, once a dry goods store and a grocery store, are going to be preserved. That's because L.A. City Councilman Tim McCosker heard their stories and is now pushing to protect the buildings as city historic cultural monuments.
The Oregon Caves Chateau reopening is now in jeopardy due to the need for costly structural and seismic upgrades.
We're thrilled today that the governor is going to express her support. We have found with the additional work, it's going to take extra funding that the Park Service doesn't have.
This week, the Pamunkey Indian Reservation in King William County was named one of America's 11 most endangered historic places.
The tribe says they need funding and support to expand resilience efforts and prepare for potential future relocation.
May Hicks Curtis, the woman who created Arizona's flag, lived here in Flagstaff for decades. Her home was close to being demolished until the city of Flagstaff stepped in to save and preserve the house. It took time to prepare the house to move, but the city eventually got the 100-year-old house onto a truck. It's a lot of time, money, and effort that goes into a move like this. But Rosebrook says it's worth it to preserve not only Flagstaff and Arizona's history, but also May's legacy.
Shattered windows, graffiti-covered walls, and a broken sign are what you'll see if you drive past the old San Juan Hotel on Business 83.
We see so much potential. We see that the building could be utilized in so many different ways.
Jennifer Sandy with the nonprofit says the hotel made it on the list because of its historical importance in the community and its physical condition. Making it on the national list doesn't add extra protections, but Sandy says the nonprofit has grants to help with preservation work.
Cedar Key, now on the list of the most endangered historic places.
It's important to us because, one, they recognize the importance of Cedar Key as a historic place, but also they recognize the danger that we actually are in.
A once vibrant Native American cultural center sits as a shell of what it once was.
We saw a broad coalition of people working to save a site that is a powerful symbol of Indigenous heritage.
It's a designation that Sean Wilson, president of Friends of the Niagara Turtle, says will move his group forward.
I'm thinking of the youth.
The youth who never got to experience the center's annual powwows, like this one that took place 31 years ago yesterday, pulled from the Channel 2 archives.
I recall seeing the sun shine through the eagle skylight, hitting the traditional quillbox design star of red oak and maple as the dancers came in for grand entry. That was something to see.
Something that these Niagara Falls students can't recall, but are fighting for just the same.